after the performance on the Saturday night, I mouthed to Simon, "You owe me one big time." Because I didn't want to be there. And then that hit the press.
2014, I begged so hard not to be part of this. I had a cab waiting for me outside. I wanted to go home. I'm caught here saying you owe me. I was then introduced to the person that sexually assaulted me.
Anyway, on the Sunday, I was back there, and I was up in Cal's dressing room bar area, and I said, the least you can do, seeing as you have everything of mine, and the only thing I know what to do, the least you can do is let me write for your artists. So Simon calls over. He was the global head of A&R, and he looked so vacant. Anyway, Simon said to him, when you both are out in LA, I want you guys to have a meeting to discuss, Katie potentially songwriting for people on the Psycho label. When we got back out to LA, we met at the Mondrian Hotel.
And who was this guy?
He was the global head of A&R for Psycho.
What's his name? You don't want to give his name?
I do. Yeah. I'll get there.
You don't have to give his name if you don't want. I can see what it's doing. Simon's called it on, so that's what the important thing is, yeah. It will come out in the end, Katie.
I want to give his name so bad.
If you don't want to, listen, it's fine. But it will come up in the future, because when people see this and talk about it, the first thing people are going to say is, who was he? But if you don't want to give his name now, you don't have to. So don't feel under pressure. Like, you got to tell me now. It's bad enough that Simon Cowell has called this meeting on, and this geezer's done what he's done. So if you don't want to say his name, you don't have to. All right? So don't feel under pressure. Don't feel under pressure.
I just get mad at myself because I go.
No, I can see you're scared.
No, it's just everything closes up and it's so annoying. So I get to the hotel, and I know the Mondrian so well. I've been living out in LA for forever. I know the people that work there, and it's normal to have these types of meetings at night. And I emailed Simon's peeps. I'm like, oh, here we are. I put a post out on Instagram, which is still on my Instagram. It's a picture of the pool. And I'm like, oh, making magic happen. And our plan was to go to the restaurant across the street. It's weird. He just seemed still so vacant, is what I can explain it as. going to have some coffee.
Yeah, take time. Obviously, traumatized. Don't have to say his name. Or you can do that at a later time, but just know that people are going to ask who was why, and if we're going to get him at some point, he will have to be named.
I know.
And he will be got.
We were having the conversation, and here. On the 17th of April, hey.
This is from him.
No, this is me saying, hey, I'm with so-and-so. Tell Simon to give us a call. We have some fun ideas. After that, email to say, tell Simon to give us a call. We have some fun ideas. We're supposed to go for some dinner. He says he's left something in the room. I said, I'll meet you downstairs. And then, no, keep carrying on the conversation. And I didn't think anything of it. And I know that hotel like the back of my hand because I had stayed there for a long time. But it's weird. His room was like in that intersection bit, like it wasn't just in like the corridor bit. There was like I guess it was an interconnecting room. I don't know. But the door opened, and then it was like a vortex, like a wind gust, and I was in there, and I wasn't able to get out.
So you've gone from a restaurant across the street.
We didn't go there yet.
Oh, you hadn't been there yet?
No.
This was before you were supposed to be going over to
go over across the street.
So you've met this associate of Cal's downstairs in the lobby.
Yeah, in the Sky Bar.
Right, and then he said to you, I've forgotten something in the room.
Yeah.
And let's keep the conversation going, meaning come with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was wait downstairs.
Right. So that's how he's got you to go upstairs with him.
Yeah.
Right. So you've gone up to
and then
I know it's going to be hard, right? But from the moment you get to the room, the door opens, and you go in, just as best you can explain it. I know it's hard. But if we're going to get these people, they need to be shown for what they are. Because it's clearly traumatized you. Anyone will be able to see that from watching this. Anyone will be able to see that. But this is I know it's hard for you to do it. Right? You can see what it's done to you. but just take me through it as best you can, because this is the moment where we're going to change things. People need to see what happened to you being a contestant on that show and what really goes on behind the scenes. I get it, because it was hard for me. I've done a video where I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out, speaking about, and it wasn't even me that it happened to, and it just needs to come out, Katie. It just needs to come out. If we're going to get these people, they need it like a punch in the face.
No, I know.
Hold it in for the rest of your life, or we go, that's it, it's time.
No, I know. It's time.
And after what they've done to Liam, because no doubt that is sinister as fuck, it's time these people are brought to account, Katie.
I know.
It's time, and I know it's hard for you, but
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's not your fault.
No, I know.
I know it's scary. I know it's scary.
It's not even that. It's just, it's sick.
It is sick. There's sick. There's sick people that run the industry.
It just makes me feel sick. It makes me literally want to vomit. Yeah. I'm in this room. I'm against the wall. Next thing I know, this guy's got his trousers by his ankles. His tongue's in my mouth. All I can say is I'm on my period. Thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna get raped. He's pleasuring himself. Oh, it makes me feel sick. He's wanking off. Literally right up against me. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Did he switch like that? Did he just switch from?
He was so vacant. Like, it wasn't like a meeting where you would walk into a business suite and be like, hello, nice to meet you, and then someone shoots the shit. He was just like vacant. I can't explain it. Like, he wasn't a suit wearer. He was a young guy, like low slung jeans, you know, probably smoked weed, God knows. And it's difficult to wrap my head around, because I'm like, I didn't have a gun held to my head, God forbid. But when you're pinned up against a wall and this man's trousers are down and you're like stunned, like, what is going on? And then he's wanking.
Yeah, it's too late to sort of, and where would you go? You know what I mean? You're there on your own.
I couldn't even move.
What, he had you literally picked up against?
Oh, I literally could vomit.
What, did he have his hand around your throat or something like that?
No, he just had his like tongue in. I thought I was going to be raped. I just said, oh, I'm on my period. And then everything happened just so fast. And he came. Oh. And I just thought, the second he like relaxed, I got out of that room and I didn't even take the lift. I didn't even take the lift.
And then where did you go when you left there?
I went straight downstairs and there was a line of taxis outside. And I just jumped in one and I called my best friend. He was never my best friend. Because she says, oh, these things happen. And I found out 2 years ago that she'd worked for Cal the whole fucking time.
Ever see this geezer again after?
No. I tried to contact Cal, but he was always busy. And it's like I got blacklisted. And it wasn't until 2017 and I'd moved to New York and I was just found out I was pregnant with my son, that the Me Too movement was happening. And women were talking about their experiences, and I called my best friend at the time and I said, see, it wasn't nothing. And then I went to do a story about it because I didn't know what else to do, because I was clearly wrapped around my best friend's fucking finger. It was never my best friend. She was a fucking, what you call it, chaperone, minder, fucking guard. I don't know what you call it. And then I got letters from Carter Ruck, who were, I'm looking this way because I've got even here. You are aware that our client first became aware of the nature of your allegations from the Sun on Sunday newspaper back in 2017 concerning events which took place in 2015 in Los Angeles. And all Cal wants to do is take control of the fucking narrative. I went to the police in 2021. Everything was so confusing. And frightening.
I mean, it's not just a normal everyday person, is it? It's Simon Cowell. It's that old Jimmy Savile factor again, where people don't think they're going to be believed.
I was so fucked. I was like, I just wanted to die. I had nothing. Gosh, I should clean myself up. Sorry.
It's fine.
But like, I just wanted to die. I had this piece of shit that owned like my whole back catalogue of songs. I've been publicly ridiculed and then just so badly sexually assaulted, and I had nothing.
And then it's like, where'd you go from there? Because you're signed to a man who's got you to have a meeting with people like that. Where'd you go from there?
Fucking did nothing about it. He kept this guy on as a fucking employee. And then the fucking piece of shit did the same thing to somebody else.